to another episode of JRCtv. I'm very excited to be talking to you because something interesting has happened. On our website, you see the fact that we do discovery coaching calls for 30 minutes with people to help them figure out where they are in life, where they want to go, and what is a very specific plan of action that'll help them get there. Now, what's interesting is the last, say, 10 in a row, I've had to answer the exact same question for everybody. And for some reason, the last 10 people have been a service-based business, whether it's a coach or a speaker or a trainer or a masseuse or an artist or a web designer or a marketing person. All these people who are a service-based business have reached out asking the same exact question. How do you get started and have massive success in the very beginning? And what's interesting is some of them are doing better than others, some of them are further along than others, but they're all stuck in the same position. They're trying to grow rapidly and unable to do so. They're struggling. They're kind of at a plateau in life and they don't know how to break through. So in order to help them break through, I had to give them some advice that I learned through reading a book called The E-Myth Revisited by Michael Gerber. And in this book, I'm going to share with you a couple ideas he shared with me, which is every entrepreneur, every person in a business has 3 different personalities that exists within them and within that business. Number 1, there's a technician. Now, Michael says a technician is someone who focuses primarily on the past, but is very skilled and talented at something specific they can do, whether it's running the books, running accounting, running legal, managing the company, selling something, delivering their service, but they're very good at some skill set or some talent they have. Number 2, there's a manager. Manager's very good at being present in the now, taking everything that's available in the company and making the most out of it. And finally, he says there's an entrepreneurial mindset, a visionary who's caught up in the future, always dreaming of what's possible and expanding the possibilities of what's reality for the company and where they're headed in the future. Now, within those 3 personalities, let me give you a real-world example. We just moved here to Tampa, Florida, and we've become friends with the Glazer family who owns the Bucks. They also own Manchester United, but the Bucks, the football team here. We were to say the talent or the technicians of the Buccaneers franchise would be the players on the field. The manager would obviously be the coach, and the entrepreneur would be the Glazer family, the visionaries of seeing what's next for them and where they're going. Now imagine this. Imagine being a player and getting paid, let's say, $12 million a year. It's pretty good. And for $12 million, every game, you have to bring $1 million of your own check to the game and hand it to the team owner and say, listen, as long as the stands are filled and the concessions sell well and all the tickets sell out, you get to keep your $1 million this game. But not determined on how you play, but if the seats don't sell out, if the concessions don't sell, and if everything doesn't go right in the stadium, we're just going to go ahead and keep your check this game even though you played your butt off. How well do you think that player is going to play? Now, it's easy to say, not very well, because their mind's going to be caught up thinking of, are the stands full? Is everyone happy? Are concessions selling? They'll be so caught up in trying to manage the business of the franchise that they won't be playing the game that they're paid to play. Now, does that sound familiar to any of you listening? Is that how you run your business every day? Are you busy trying to literally deliver your service, but worried if the bills are going to get paid and if everyone's doing everything right and if the marketing's done correctly? Because that's what most people do in their business, and they wonder why it's not going so smooth and they're so stressed out. They become captured by the business that was intentionally created to set them free, supposedly. And now how you set yourself free, if you want to get out of that mode where you're stuck in your business because you're trying to do everything yourself, there's 3 tips I could give you. Number 1, find a partner. Just to give you an example, we helped coach a company that's a friend of mine's company. He's a web designer. He had this beautiful business making a couple $100,000 a year, doing very well for himself, and he was stuck in his own business and he wasn't in love with it anymore. We helped him find a partner who specifically focused on sales so that he could specifically focus on design and creation. What happened in the next couple years is they went from a couple $100,000 a year business to one of Inc. 500's fastest growing companies in the country of the US. It's amazing. Just because they both focused on what they were best at. So number 1, find a partner. Number 2, this might not sound as sexy, but get a job. Not get a job that's available, get a job doing what you love to do. If you love to be a masseuse, if you love to be an artist, if you love to be a photographer, if you love to be a coach, go get a job coaching for a company that'll handle the marketing and branding and advertising and all the business side of the business and managing it and being the visionary of it so that you don't have to. You can just focus on coaching people that you really want to help. It's so easy. Or 3, build the muscle. Now, how you build the muscle, there's a few steps here. The first thing you're gonna need to do, if you choose to say, listen, I wanna run it on my terms, I wanna run it by myself, I'm going to figure this out. The very first thing you're gonna need to do is get a mentor. Find someone in your industry who's done it before successfully and really grown to fruition within their own business so that you can go learn from them and model them and learn how to get the momentum started in the beginning. 2, you need to get the best tools and resources. You need to go out there and figure out what are the absolute best tools and resources in my industry, in my field that can help me grow my business and really take it to the next level. Now, a couple suggestions and places you might want to go. First, go to Business Mastery. It's an event my dad does a couple times a year. Absolutely the best place in the world to learn the tools and resources in this specific niche of business. If you're a service-based business, you're looking to grow, go check out Business Mastery. This final piece, so get a mentor, get the best tools and resources from Business Mastery. Number 3, get coaching. Get someone to hold you accountable to apply all the tools and resources you learn to make sure you really stay on track. Now, that's what we're best at and what we love doing. So hopefully reach out to us if you're in that position. Go get those tools and resources and find that mentor if you're looking to build the muscle. Now, hopefully this was amazingly helpful and insightful for your own business this week. What I'd love you to do is grab a copy of the download, our worksheet for this week, and make sure that you go through it and figure out where's your strength. Are you a technician? Are you a manager? Or are you an entrepreneur? Figure out what's the best route to grow in the ways you want to grow. Do you need a partner? Do you need to go get a job with another company if you're a service provider? Or you need to grow the muscles? And if you choose to grow the muscles, follow that 3-part path we described and really, truly find the mentor. It'll help you define what a mentor is and how to find one. 2, figure out the best tools and resources needed for your specific industry and niche. 3, reach out to us for coaching so that we can assist in the accountability to really make sure that you push forward and stay on track along your journey. Hopefully this is an incredibly helpful episode of JRCtv. I look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, have an amazing week. Bye.